Well, namaskar and welcome to Kashmir Truth. At a time when rumors are being passed off as news, we bring you the situation on the ground in Jammu and Kashmir. That's what this program is all about. Let's begin with the fake tweets. And, well, many Facebook users shared a blog saying that the report released from Kashmir is very scary. However, this blog was concocted. The truth is that this cover picture is 5 years old and belongs to Pakistan's Lahore. And Pakistani websites like LahoreMassacre.com, Minhaj.org, OnlineIndus.com, they have used this picture many times before. This picture dates back to the 17th of June 2014 and belongs to Model Town Massacre of Lahore. And the same year, the BBC News also reported the story. So this is the next fake tweet. Twitter handle from by the name of Sajida has shared this image and claiming it to be the present situation of Kashmir, showing hunger-stricken women and children. The image shows children, and this image shows children are forced to pick food. But of course this picture is of Syria and not from Kashmir. Twitterati confirmed this in the comment section of the tweet. And the next fake tweet is a handle by the name of Ahsan. This has posted a picture and claimed it to be the cover image. Well, this claim is also not true because it's turned out to be wrong. This is not a New York Times report, rather a sponsored page that has been shared, multiple allegedly claiming it to be the New York Times report. It's been shared multiple times. Now, this is not a New York Times report, as we said, and it's a sponsored page that has been shared multiple times, allegedly claiming it to be a New York Times report. Now, the Union Cabinet today approved a one-time payment of 5.5 lakh rupees as a resettlement package for 5,300 displaced families from POK. And they had initially settled outside of Jammu and Kashmir, but later they relocated to the state. And in 2016, if we recall, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced the resettlement package for those POK families who had settled in Jammu and Kashmir after partition. But those from POK who had settled outside of Jammu and Kashmir were left out of that package, but these families later resettled in Jammu and Kashmir, and there are 5,300 of them in number.
जो प्रधानमंत्री जी ने 2016 में पैकेज घोषित किया था विस्थापितों को 5.5 लाख रुपए प्रति परिवार देने का, एक मुश्त एक दफा 5.5 लाख रुपए उनको सहायता राशि देनी थी और रिहैबिलिटेशन के लिए, तो उसमें ये 5,300 परिवार शामिल नहीं हुए थे क्योंकि उनका वो जम्मू कश्मीर से बाहर प्रदेशों में गए, इसलिए उनके नाम उस लिस्ट में नहीं आए थे। आज एक महत्वपूर्ण फैसले में इन सभी 5,300 डिस्प्लेस परिवारों को भी ये 5.5 लाख रुपए प्रति परिवार देने का एक ऐतिहासिक निर्णय हुआ। ये उनके साथ न्याय हुआ है।
Indeed, so justice has been done for those people, and these visuals that we are showing you now are visuals of today in Srinagar, and as you can see, the picture tells a story of its own. People are walking around quite happily, chatting to each other, passing each other on the street. This is a shop which looks pretty well stocked up. There are street vendors as well, in a sense, you know, setting up their wares on the street. This is a normal, very normal activity in Srinagar, as we can clearly see here. You know, life looking, this is a road. On one side it looks pretty much like there is a traffic jam. On the other side, traffic moving quite smoothly. As we can see here, there are no restrictions of any kind. We don't see any police pickets also anywhere. So things are looking pretty normal there. A cyclist, and we can see by what he's wearing that the weather has changed. This is the flyover. Also plenty of traffic moving up and down quite smoothly. So this is the current situation as of today in Srinagar. And we can see that here Alpha Healthcare, and here another shop which is selling vegetables and fruits, Little Folks, and this again is also the traffic moving quite freely there in Kashmir. That was close, I think, to the Circuit House, the last visual. So that's the situation in Kashmir as of today. But, well, Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satya Pal Malik held a situation cum security review meeting with the advisors and chief secretary and has directed an immediate lifting of the advisory asking tourists to leave the valley. So this advisory is to be lifted with effect from the 10th of October.
Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satya Pal Malik, in a major step towards building confidence among the people, recalled a security advisory issued over 2 months ago. He has directed an immediate lifting of the advisory, asking tourists to leave the valley. The advisory will be lifted with effect from 10th October. He did so after holding a security and situation review meeting with his advisors and the chief secretary.
ये ऑटम सीजन आ रहा है और जो हमारा विंटर का पीक होता है जनवरी फरवरी, उसमें हमारा जो भी नॉर्मल टूरिज्म था वो ज़्यादा ही हो जाए, कम ना हो जाए. तो उसके हिसाब से हम देखते हैं कि वक्त पर उठाई गई है. एक पॉजिटिव स्टेप है, एक पॉजिटिव सिग्नल है दैट टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस जो भी यहाँ हालात हैं वो ठीक हो रहे हैं. तो हम भी कोशिश करेंगे इस अपॉर्चुनिटी को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फायदा उठाने की.
For the past 6 weeks, all the security restrictions were removed in most parts of J&K. Tourists can now visit Kashmir again as normalcy is limping back in the valley.
बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है आने के बाद कश्मीर. मैं सबसे ये रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि कश्मीर हम जैसे भी वो चाहते हैं एक बार तो जिंदगी में आना ही चाहिए कश्मीर. बहुत ही अच्छा डिसीजन लिया है गवर्नमेंट ने.
नहीं, मैं पहले से बहुत बार आ चुका हूँ, तो यहाँ का जितने यहाँ का लोकल लोग हैं कि जो भी हैं, इतना भाईचारा इनमें रहता है. जो कस्टमर बाहर से कस्टमर आते हैं जो है उनको जैसा लगता है कि अपना खुद का भाई कहीं आ गया बोल के. तो 10 तारीख के बाद जो हटाया गया है ये, तो इसलिए मैं अपना साइड से एक मैसेज देता हूँ कि चारों ओर से चारों दिशाओं से लोग आके इनको संभाले, अपना कश्मीर को उठा के रखे. जैसे मोदी जी ने इसको देखा कि अपना कश्मीर है, तो सबको सोचना चाहिए ये अपना ही कश्मीर है, तो सब भाईचारा अपने बनाए रखे.
The tourism industry in the valley welcomed and appreciated the government's decision. For the last more than 2 months, they have suffered badly, and people belonging to this sector face losses due to tourists staying away. But now, from the 10th of October, the tourists are welcome again.
अगर इनने ये फैसला लिया है तो हम होप करते हैं कि थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा इसमें, बट ये अच्छी बात है कि अगर गवर्नमेंट ने ऐसा फैसला लिया, इससे क्या है कि हालात भी सुधरेंगे और काम भी आएगा. अगर गेस्ट यहाँ पे आएंगे तो हालात भी नॉर्मल रहेंगे.
Some of the major decisions taken in the past in the situation cum security review meetings include reopening of higher secondary schools, colleges and universities, restarting the public transport and opening of additional travel counters at Srinagar's tourist reception center. The decisions also included opening of 25 internet kiosks in each district to facilitate the public and the government departments and monitoring attendance in the government offices. Bureau Report, DD India.
Well, and joining us in the studio are two guests. We are joined by Irfan Gul, who's a social activist from Kashmir, and also Vijay Kranti, who is a well-known senior journalist and expert on Kashmir and also senior consulting editor with DD News. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for being with us. We'll start with you, Mr. Gul. So the weather has changed. It's the good time to be going there. It's probably the best time in the year, one would think, in October for tourists to come to Kashmir, and the government has lifted that advisory which was in place starting from tomorrow the 10th. So a lot of people are likely to come, and the situation is looking pretty good as per the visuals that we showed today. What do you think? I mean, would you feel that, would you think that tourists should be coming? Are you inviting them there? What do you want to say to them?
I would not say I will invite them there or not. That's their decision to come and want to see. But looking at these pictures, that does not mean it's totally normal. It is quite good. People are looking for their day-to-day needs, but it's not essentially they are coming in terms with the government's decision, or for that matter, they are accepting what happened in 5 August. But they have to do their business, they have to do their work. They might be thinking about looking to protest or looking to
Wait,
in a different
just
way.
a moment, Mr. Gul. you said earlier that people are coming, they are understanding, they have to do their business. So basically people have come to terms, because we can see very clearly that people are coming to terms with this decision in the interest of development of the state, of the Union Territory now of Jammu and Kashmir. They see that this is basically in the interest of the region as far as development is concerned, because you as a Kashmiri can be here in Delhi, you can work here in Delhi, you can work elsewhere, you can, you know, basically the whole of the country is there for you. At the same time, you know, people from the rest of the country can visit Kashmir as they want to and be there, help the tourist industry, which is about 5% of the GDP of that state, even though there are so many other aspects, businesses that can develop, which have been held back because of Article 370, but now are all going to open up. People understand these things. I mean, I know because I was there also in Kashmir and I spoke to people and they understand these things.
No, I won't see people are now. People were coming to Kashmir, tourists were coming to Kashmir, they will continue to come what may, whether it's 370 or no, that has nothing to do with it. Yes, on a developmental note, I will tell people would like development, but that will not substitute the actual thing. That's a political grievance which you have to take people on board.
Okay.
You have to take people carry with you, you have to listen to them, listen to their genuine demands, and political, any development does not, it can't be a development unless you restore dignity of the people.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I think that you're making certain assumptions here. Because, you know, I think that the visuals are basically telling us a different story. Mr. Vijay Kranti, you know, the question of the dignity of the people is what Irfan Gul talks about. The dignity of the people have always been maintained. You know, dignity of people always comes first in the mind of any government which seeks development of a particular region.
See, it's a question of perspective.
Yes.
You know, the dignity as far as the Kashmiri people are concerned, or people of Jammu are concerned, or people of Ladakh are concerned, they had their own concept of dignity, and especially in Kashmir. You know, the problem is that Kashmir has been, you know, as far as the narrative is concerned, which goes around all over the world or all over India, has been unfortunately dominated by a very small group of vocal people in Kashmir, who have not permitted even their own fellow brothers, sisters to share their own opinion with the rest of India or rest of the world. So this dominance of or presentation of one specific particular narrative, now I think with opening up of Kashmir, with the you know, people going there to Kashmir, or the Kashmiri people themselves now having a chance to integrate with their own people within Kashmir, I think that is going to change this narrative. And you know, as far as question of dignity is concerned, to me it appears the dignity of Kashmir has been compromised by that vocal group of Kashmiri leaders and those you know, separatists who have never permitted their own brothers and sisters to express their own opinion, and they have been thinking that they monopolize this idea of dignity.
Right. Mr. Irfan Gul, so let's now understand, put this into context about what the potential of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir will be in terms of development for other industries besides just you know, horticulture and tourism. That looks like a very limited space for a place which has such potential. The people are extremely bright. We know that they are well tuned into, you know, a lot of things that are happening. They are very well educated. They are sharp. They go, for instance, to places like Bengaluru and Hyderabad, and they are participating in the IT industry, doing extremely well. So the potential to bring the IT industry, let's say, back to where they stay, to where you stay, isn't that a possibility? And that would definitely help in the industry growing. There are so many other options that, you know, this particular move that the people are coming to terms with will help. What do you think?
Yeah, I think one thing is very clear, like majority of the people would not like they will suffer like this, and they will appreciate if something comes, job comes, guarantees comes.
Yes.
But my main point is that will not substitute actual thing what Kashmir needs. Kashmir, I am not talking about to survey, talking about the two narratives that PDP and separatists were here, but essentially which are these two narratives, who are propagating these two narratives? It is essentially the power corridors in Delhi or in Islamabad. If India is very sincere to look
Yes.
into the people's voices, and they want to get new narratives, they want to get a people's narrative out of it, but that should be, that's why I was talking about the dignity of the people.
Okay.
So people, you need empathy in Kashmir, not just you will clamp down, no communication, nothing. Then
Right.
how?
Gentlemen, I'll come back to you, but after this next story, and yes, we must talk more than there being just two narratives. There are several narratives, and one of the narratives is what we are seeing on the streets, which we are not actually talking enough about. So let's now go on to our next story. The BJP President Amit Shah, in fact, while inaugurating the statue of Bhagwan Das Baba in Bid in Maharashtra, had this to say. He said that Prime Minister Modi-led government has integrated the entire nation by repealing Article 370. This is an important point, and we must dwell on this as well.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने धारा 370 को हटाकर पूरे देश को राष्ट्रभक्ति के धागे से एक करने का काम श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने किया है। मित्रों, मैं आज सबको अपील करने आया हूं, घर घर में जाकर मोदी जी ने जो 370 और 35 से हटाने का काम किया है, वो काम का जन समर्थन करने का संदेश आज सारे भगवान भक्त यहां से लेकर जाए।
And so, well, also the filing of nominations for elections to chairpersons of block development councils in 310 blocks of Jammu and Kashmir will end today. The scrutiny of nominations will be done on the 10th of October, and the last date for withdrawal of the nominations is 11th of October. The process of elections for the second tier of the Panchayat Raj system will be completed by the 5th of November, and the elections are being held on party basis. And 26,629 punches and sarpanches are eligible to vote and contest for the post of BDC chairpersons. All right. And thousands of Kashmiri youth also took part in the Army's recruitment rally held in Kupwara district of Kashmir. The Army has started recruitment rallies all over Kashmir Valley to recruit youth. The recruitment rally received a massive response from the youth of Kupwara district.
सर हमारी एम भी है सर, हम आर्मी में जाना चाहते हैं सर, तो हम सर खुशकिस्मत है सर जिनकी रेस पास हो रही है सर, और सर हम अपने देश की सर क्या बोल सर बढ़ावा करना चाहते हैं सर, कोई अच्छा करना चाहते हैं अपने देश के बारे में, कोई अच्छा सोचते हैं सर।
तो आपको लगता है होना चाहिए, आना चाहिए लड़कों को?
जी सर बिल्कुल आना चाहिए सर,
जो दूर दराज एरिया है सर।
बिल्कुल सर, मैं उनको ये संदेश देना चाहता हूँ कि अच्छा आर्मी बिल्कुल अच्छा है सर, जो सर बाहर लोग बोलते हैं सर बिल्कुल गलत है सर, आर्मी के अंदर आके देखो सर कितना अच्छा सर आर्मी।
केरन सेक्टर और करला और मचल की भर्ती हो रही है सर, बहुत अच्छा मतलब ठीक ठाक पूछ रहे हैं सर, बहुत रिस्पेक्ट कर रहे हैं यहाँ हमारे लड़कों के साथ जो यहाँ भर्ती के लिए आए सर, बहुत इज्जत से कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छी तरीके से, बाकी सब अच्छा लग रहा है सब बहुत।
हम सुबह 3 बजे वहाँ से कुपवारा से आए, यहाँ पहुँचे लगभग 3:30 बजे, तो हम डॉक्यूमेंट चेक करवाए और उसके बाद हमने रेस की और रेस क्वालिफाई की, तो अब यहाँ थोड़ा करें मेडिकल हो रहा है।
तो कितना शौक था आपको आर्मी में?
बहुत ज़्यादा था सर, मतलब घर में भी कोई कमाने वाला नहीं है, तो इसलिए हमें बेरोजगार थे, तो कुछ करने पर स्टेप उठाया सर।
तो आना चाहिए यहाँ के लड़कों को आर्मी में?
हाँ सर, क्यों नहीं आना चाहिए।
आप तैयार है देश की सेवा के लिए, कहीं भी जाने के लिए?
हाँ सर, ऑलवेज तैयार है।
ये जो रैली है ये 160 टीए बटालियन की रैली है, ये बेसिकली कुपवाड़ा के लोगों के लिए है, करीबन 4 से 5 हज़ार लोगों को मैं एक्सपेक्ट करता हूं जो आके यहाँ पे दौड़ेंगे।
कितना रिस्पॉन्ड रहा इस बार रैली?
ये लड़के जो हैं यहाँ से नहीं, ये जो हमारे बिल्कुल फॉरवर्ड एरियाज हैं जैसे तंधार है, मच्छल है, केरन है, गुरेज है, वहाँ से भी काफ़ी मात्रा में आते हैं और ये काफ़ी लंबा सफ़र तय करके आते हैं यहाँ पे दौड़ने के लिए, तो रिस्पॉन्स तो अच्छा ही है।
And the police recruitment has been started in Samba and Jammu and Kashmir, for which a lot of youth are participating. Women candidates are also participating in this recruitment rally, and till date more than 450 women candidates have submitted their applications, and the last date to apply for the post is the 22nd of October.
कांस्टेबल की भर्ती चल रही है अभी, तो बहुत अच्छा है, इधर फैसिलिटी भी है, बहुत कुछ है, तो बहुत देर के बाद आई है सारे भर्ती, लेकिन ऐसे ही चलना चाहिए। और भी भर्तियाँ खुली हैं, पैरामिलिट्री की खुली है, उसकी आर्मी की भी आ रही है, पुलिस की आ रही है, एसपीओ के भी साथ में लग रहे हैं।
पुलिस की भर्ती हो रही है, इससे हमें बहुत खुशी है। हम जहाँ पे फॉर्म लगाने आए हैं तो हम काफ़ी एक्साइटेड हैं इसको लेकर, सुबह शाम मेहनत कर रहे हैं, रनिंग कर रहे हैं इसके लिए। हमारे लिए बड़ी गर्व की बात है, इधर पुलिस में भर्ती हो रही है, काफ़ी अरसे के बाद ये हो रहा है इधर।
हमें खुशी है कि अभी ये भर्ती पुलिस वालों ने की है, 2 बटालियन खड़ी कर रहे हैं बॉर्डर के लिए, तो हमें खुशी है, हम भी काफ़ी मेहनत कर रहे हैं इसके लिए।
2 बटालियन एक्सक्लूसिवली वुमेन के लिए और जो कि बॉर्डर डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स के लिए, इसमें 5 जो हैं वो जम्मू रीजन की हैं और 5 जो हैं वो कश्मीर रीजन की। तो 5 डिस्ट्रिक्ट जो जम्मू रीजन के हैं उसमें कठुआ, सांबा, जम्मू, राजौरी और पुंछ ये है। इसके अलावा जो 2 बटालियन और भर्ती होनी है वो मेल्स के लिए है, लड़कों के लिए है। उसमें जो 40% रिजर्वेशन है वो बॉर्डर एरिया के डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स के लिए है, तो बाकी उसमें जनरल भर्ती है और 40% जो है अगेन यही जो 5 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं इनके लिए। एम्प्लॉयमेंट तो एक बहुत बड़ा पुल फैक्टर होता है और यूथ में बहुत बड़ा जोश भी है, काफ़ी संख्या में जो है बच्चे जो हैं फॉर्म भर रहे हैं।
And Kashmir's first woman grappler Nahida Nabi has appealed to the local youth of the valley not to take up destructive activities like stone pelting and to concentrate on a career in sports, among other things. And with this, their futures will become bright as they can illuminate themselves by for the betterment of the country. That's what.
जो भी पत्थर कर रहे हैं, पत्थरबाज हैं, वटेवर जो भी हैं, तो उनसे मेरी यही अपील है, आप आओ स्पोर्ट्स में इंटरेस्ट लगा, इतना अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म आपको मिलता है, ये कभी नहीं मिल सकता। जितना मुझे लग रहा है स्पोर्ट्स में इतना वैल्यू है आज इस सोसाइटी में, इस समाज में, उतना किसी फील्ड में नहीं है।
So let's turn once again to our guests in the studio. We'll start with you, Mr. Vijay Kranti. Yeah. So you have seen all this, and this is part of a narrative that is not being told too much about Kashmir. So, you know, this is really a situation that really this is the story that really needs to be told, and that's what we are doing on the Kashmir Truth.
Yeah. You know, as I was talking, that this question of the narrative, one-sided narrative which has dominated, unfortunately what has happened in Kashmir Valley especially, the most dominant voices of the politicians, the NGOs and separatists, you know, the way they have been controlling the narrative or running the narrative, in this process they have in a way perpetuated a kind of injustice. No, for example, our friend was talking of dignity. Don't you think the Valmiki society of Jammu and Kashmir, whose number is now more than 1 lakh, their 4 generations are living there, and they don't have even basic right of going for senior education. And even if their children go to Jalandhar or Delhi or Chandigarh and come back as a doctor or an MBBS, yes, they are qualified only for a bhangi's job. Okay. Does it mean dignity? And then there are, you know, there are thousands of those families of Gorkha soldiers who were part of the Jammu Kashmir army, of Maharaja's army. They have lived there for,
I don't think we have enough time to go into such detail.
You know, they have lived for at least a dozen generations.
But I think you made your point. They don't have any right.
Yes, I think they also have dignity.
True.
They also deserve dignity.
You've made your point, Mr. Kranti. So let's get the final word from Mr. Gul. So this story, as I was saying, Mr. Gul, we can see it for ourselves. There was a huge, interest in the recruitment drive. There is the most important part that, India is one country, it's integrated. These are important aspects, and we can see, perhaps people may be having their own reservations, but the visuals are telling us that people are happy with the situation. That's something that perhaps you also need to come to terms with.
2 points. One, first I want to answer one thing about the Valmiki.
We're short of time, so be quick.
Yeah. So Valmiki position. My personal position is very clear about that. That's the humanitarian issue. Their dignity, Kashmiri's dignity is not more than Valmiki dignity of the Valmiki people. They have not been a right from government of the state. That's there. I am for their dignity as well. I am for the dignity of Jammu as well. So now next point is, you were telling, I don't deny
this
these.
This is the third narrative which we are talking about, which our visuals are speaking
I am
about.
not denying these visuals. There are people, and there are many people who want to join army, who want to go with the police. So my actual point is, we should not deny the complexity of the whole of the Kashmir. There is not only one thing, that is people want to join army, people don't want to join. There is some other aspect as well which we need to understand. There is a political grievance which need to be settled out.
Fair enough. So we have heard the points of view of both Mr. Vijay Kranti and Irfan Gul, and we have shown the visuals, and that's the basic aim of this particular program. It tells you the truth, and the truth is, as we can see on the screens, that the people of Jammu and Kashmir are relaxed. They seem to be carrying on with their lives and getting on with life as normal, and that is the way it is in the valley as of today, and it continues to be like this. Thanks very much for watching. Namaskar.